18 months. That's how long it had been since the wife of DC sniper John Allen Muhammad had seen her 3 children. Kidnapped by their father, they had been smuggled to the island of Antigua. But as far as the kids knew, it was all just innocent fun.
He told us that we were going to play a name game. So the names that we were given at birth weren't our names anymore. And he said, we're going to play it until I say it's time to stop playing.
Did he ever speak negatively about your mother?
No. Nope.
So this gave the impression that all was well and that you're on vacation.
Yeah, that's all we thought.
The children went to school, made new friends, and adapted as much as they could to the new normal, even spending carefree days with the future killer they'd come to know as a brother, Boyd Malvo.
Lee. Lee's funny. You know, he was never rude, he was never mad or sad or anything. He was always just this joyful person, always wanted to have fun, always made sure we laughed. It was a fun time when he was around. Just fun.
But eventually, Antigua authorities bust John for immigration document fraud and the family returns to the States. After that, Child Services quickly tracks them down. A moment Mildred tells Melissa she will never forget.
We had an emergency custody hearing, and in that hearing, that's when the judge told me that they would award me custody of the children.
What was it like to see your children for the first time?
Goodness gracious. I was living again. You know, the blood was flowing through my body and my children were back with me. That's how that felt.
With her kids finally by her side, Mildred relocated the family to the Washington, D.C. area, never knowing who might follow.
At that point, did you resume life as normal?
I never felt that way. I always felt that I needed to look over my shoulder. He was an expert shot. He could shoot me from a distance. Nobody would know. It would be a headshot. I knew that.
Then, just a few months after that emergency custody hearing, people started turning up dead. The February before the sniper attacks, 21-year-old Kenya Cook is shot while answering the door to her Tacoma, Washington home. A month later, 60-year-old Jerry Ray Taylor is gunned down on a golf course in Tucson, Arizona.
We don't have any solid lead. We're pursuing the investigation the best way we can.
All the while in DC, Mildred and her children are just starting to rebuild their lives without John.
So did you have any contact with your dad after that point?
No. I don't think it registered that I should, because I was just so happy to be with Mom at that certain time.
The Muhammads are completely unaware that John and his protege are beating a murderous path straight to their door. Then, 2 months after the Tucson shooting, the killing continues. 37-year-old Texan Billie Jean Dillon is murdered while doing yard work. And 3 months after that, 52-year-old John Gator is shot point blank in the neck outside a Louisiana mall. Miraculously, he lives.
I'm really not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be dead now.
After that, rapid fire. September 21st, Atlanta, Georgia man Millian Walder Merriam is executed while standing in a parking lot. That same day in Montgomery, Alabama, liquor store clerks Callie Adams and Claudine Parker are shot during a robbery. Callie survives, Claudine does not. Just 2 days later, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 45-year-old beauty store worker Hong Im Ballinger is killed by a high-power rifle shot while walking to her car. At least 7 dead across 7 states, several more injured. The crimes seem completely unconnected, and police across the country struggled to make sense of it all. But soon, the answers they were looking for would come exploding out of a rifle in the nation's capital, October 2nd.
I'm at Shoppers Food Warehouse, and a man just fell in the parking lot. There was a loud noise, but we're not sure if he was shot.
He was. With one shot through the back, 55-year-old James D. Martin becomes the first official victim of the DC area sniper attacks. And it was only just beginning. Coming up.
We were all scared. We were all trying to figure out who is doing all these shootings. It was really close to where we were living.
The city goes on lockdown as the bodies pile up. And Mildred Muhammad learns the horrifying truth.
So this agent said, look, Miss Muhammad, we're going to name your ex-husband as the sniper. I said, what?